History made at Valley View ISD's Tiger Stadium on Friday night. No, it wasn't that, although that was a fantastic interception. No, the history was made by the Roma Gladiators. R.J. Garza handing off to Ramon Espinoza, who takes it in for a touchdown. Roma's only touchdown of the first half, but that was all they need because Roma throws a shutout, wins 28-0, and for the first time in school history, the Roma Gladiators are off to the playoffs. Joe, they started football in Roma in about 1990, a lot later than a lot of the schools in the Valley that had been around as long, but it took them this long, but now they're finally here, and it's got to be a great feeling for the Gladiators. Yeah, and that's what's neat about it, as we talk about, first time in history, but with Velas and things like that, it's happened so quick. But here's one been a long time coming, and so yeah, they need to pack whatever stadium they're going to back these kids that got over the hump and got them to the promised land. Well, they've got a big stadium as they're going to be playing at La Jolla. Max Heibecker was fired a couple of years ago, reassigned, let's call it that. But then they made they got him back in, and now it's all paying off for him.
Yeah, he's got to be thrilled. I'm happy for Coach Heibecker. I think he's done a great job over there. I think they thought they had this last season with Orly Sleece, the great running back, and I think they thought that was going to be the time. It was a year early, but that defense is special. Yeah, it is special. And let's talk about their next game because Roma takes on Mercedes. And guys, even though one's the top seed and one's the fourth seed, they're kind of mirror images of each other. Mercedes with the top defense in their district, Roma with the top defense in their district. You got Josh Garza catching passes for Mercedes. You got what's his now I can't remember his name. Aldo Ramirez.
Aldo. You got Aldo Ramirez catching passes for Roma. This is going to be an interesting game. How do you think it sets up for Mercedes and Roma at La Jolla? Who have you got winning, Dennis?
I have Mercedes simply because I just think the firepower is too much. I think they're going to test that secondary. I think with Josh Garza and Brandon Gutierrez and Daniel Martinez, there's just so many weapons. Isaac Velas getting back in there at running back. I just think there's too much firepower for Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes has been here before, and they're on a 9-game win streak, Joe. Yeah, and if both teams have a good defense, which they do, then you start looking at offense who has more playmakers, big-time playmakers, Mercedes. Yeah, let's make it 3 for 3 as I've got Mercedes winning that one as well. Roma gets into the playoffs, but it's their first time. They'll have another chance there, I'm sure. Meanwhile, at Ed Couch Elsa on Friday night, a very interesting game as Donna had a must-win game, and they played like it. They definitely played like it. They had a fantastic game. They grabbed the playoff berth. Right there's Paul Guerra taking it right up the middle for the touchdown. Talk about some playmakers. Paul Guerra, Mike Thomas, Edward Doherty, and now Amante Bowen is back and playing for this team. Dennis, that could make a big difference. Oh, it's a huge difference. He's another bigger guy who can break tackles and just wear down defense. That's a formidable Ed Couch Elsa defensive front. And Donna's, they just had their way with them. Paul Guerra, Bowen, Doherty's quick and slick outside to the outside. Mike Thomas there. Right now with Bowen, that's just another big physical dimension that Donna didn't have before. Meanwhile, Ed Couch Elsa now has to travel to Sherryland in a huge game. Yeah, it's a playoff game, so they're all huge, but these are two big powers that are going to be playing each other, Joe, and it should be interesting. Yeah, and Ed Couch against Sherryland matches up better than they did against the big boys at Donna because it's a spread offense. It's pass the ball around, and you can come after quarterbacks, and so I like Ed Couch Elsa. But hey, welcome Amante Bowen, and there's the Don I've been looking for all year. Let's go ahead and pick on Ed Couch Elsa and Sherryland. Who have you got winning? I like Sherryland. All right, there's one for Sherryland. Playmakers, Sherryland. Yeah, and I'll make it 3 for 3. Ed Couch Elsa probably a year away. I've got the Sherryland Rattlers winning that one. Let's take a look at the rest of the bracket in 5A Division 2. Bernie Champion waiting for the winner of who comes out of Sherryland and Ed Couch Elsa and Somerset. What if Somerset wins and it's played in Mission and Coy Detmer's son comes back to Mission to play? That'll be fun. Meanwhile, Mercedes and Roma waiting for the winner of Gregory Portland and Medina Valley. Hey, Mercedes has a chance maybe to get past that second round against GP or Medina Valley. We are coming right back on Sunday Sports Extra, going to talk 5A Division 1 right next.